though, you've looked at this anime season, seen everyone going crazy about how stacked it is, and you're lost on what the hell you're supposed to be watching? Well, sit back and keep your eyes peeled, because I've done the hard work for you. Welcome to summer 2025. First off, we have Gachiakuta, an anime about items getting powers from their value and a guy collecting trash. The first episode leads much to be known about what's going on. We have the main character thinking he's Shanks with the glare he's giving off, and then our first instance of the generic adopted father's death, which is most definitely a setup for one of the coldest revenge stories yet. I did get a chance to check out the second episode, and although there's a bit of CGI, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt for now. There's some humor and an introduction to the power system. Will the rest of the anime live up to our expectations? We'll have to wait and see. Next, we have the return of one of the funniest slice of life anime I've ever seen. If you haven't seen the first season of Grand Blue, drop everything you're doing, except this video of course, and go watch it if you're looking for some great humor and constant laughs. Meanwhile, the rest of us will be celebrating as we've been waiting 7 long years for this banger to come back. The new season starts off strong, with the main character being forced to update his sister back home on how things are doing, while on the one hand being forced to speak honestly, but also not trying to get himself crucified for exposing his crazy new lifestyle. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. How dare you bring such a horrible anime to light among the other bangers? And what can I say? I'm invested in seeing this through. Sure, the main character can be a loser, and his actions are questionable to say the least, but the main girl is inarguably a beauty, and her theme song is great, so hey, I'll stick with it and take it off your hands. Who's with me? We kick off with the events after the movie release, such as the supposed date with Mizuha, as well as a party with Umi. Of course our MC is freaking out over every little detail of his crush, but we're used to that by now, right? Dr. Stone Final Season Part 2. Is this it, or are we just going to get a repeat of a certain anime when it comes to this seasonal structure? Based on the first episode, we finally see Senku and Zeno unifying their brilliant minds to finally uncover the mystery that plagued this world for thousands of years. So, what could possibly come out of such incredible talent and genius? Rockets? Nanotech? Nope. Bubbles. Yeah, you heard me right. Bubbles. That's what's going to solve our petrification crisis. How, you might ask? Well, you'll have to check it for yourself and find out. If the previous seasons have taught us anything, it's to expect the unexpected when it comes to Senku and his crazy ideas. And now, we've got double the trouble. Oh, Dandadan. How can we not talk about it? The crazy, high-octane action anime has returned and holds nothing back when it comes to immediately setting a new bar for how weird an anime can be, while still being classified as an anime. We have a bunch of half-naked old men in loincloths chasing after our high school girl Momo, while Okuron and Gigi are fighting off the Karen squad that got mixed with the Smiling Titan. Oh, and let's not forget about how those group of weirdos are in cahoots with each other as they dance to worship a giant man-eating earthworm? Honestly, you thought Season 1 was weird, but it looks like they're just getting started. Now, I actually made a video explaining the Lord of Mystery's first 2 episodes, but it got copyright strike, so I'll give you a quick rundown of the story in a way they surely can't complain. A guy sick of his day job gets isekai'd into the body of an Englishman named Klein Moretti. He then has to live a new life in a new world, all while trying to find clues on how to get back home. That includes learning the power system, getting a job, and building relationships, be it with his family or people across the world. If that sounds interesting, then let me know, and who knows, you might find a more in-depth video on another platform. TikTok. Dress Up Darling. Who doesn't love romance between a gal and a guy who has dolls for friends? The finally awaited return of Dress Up Darling has brought delight to many anime fans, as we've all been waiting for Gojo's return. No, not that one. Unfortunately, he's not coming back anytime soon. So, how does it start? Well, trust mine to make the first episode give the first season a run for its spice, because holy was there some interesting moments to say the least. Something Gojo couldn't handle and quite frankly would bewilder a fair few of us as well. Then, in the next episode, we're introduced to a girl who's actually a guy. Could you tell? Yeah, neither could I. Clearly this guy knows something we don't, and we're due to find out about it in the episode about equipping breasts. Ah, Waguri, the chosen one. The one none must goon to. She might finally be the one to take the Must Protect at All Costs award from Anya. So, what's so special about her? Well, she isn't scared of our main guy Rintaro, the one whose height apparently gives him conqueror's haki because everyone's afraid of him, except Waguri. What does that say about her haki? Alright, I'm going too far with this one. Waguri is a cute girl who just wants to enjoy her cake, and coincidentally, Rintaro works at a cake shop. They come together in a wholesome manner as she stands up for him in a way no one had done before, and honestly it's got me curious how things will progress. The dynamics of their schools, one being a prestigious all-girls school and the other being a lower-class boys' school, definitely made things interesting, especially with how Waguri didn't care about them. Showing that they're their own people and what school they go to doesn't change that. Kaiju No. 8 returns for Season 2. If you haven't seen it before, it's basically about a world under attack by giant monsters with a military division to fight against it. The main character is childhood friends with an exceptional female, and there's also a short guy with a bowl cut and exceptional dual-wielding abilities. Oh, also the main guy gets the ability to transform into the monster they're fighting, gets caught, and has to be judged on whether they'll utilize him or kill him. Why does this all sound so familiar? Anyway, we start the season off introduced to Gen, who didn't have the best look towards the end of the last season, but it looks like the complaining fixed his hair, and now we're all set for some crazy animated high action. We got Gen stabbing this kaiju like he's popping that pimple you've been bothered by for the last week. Kafka was put in the first division, and Gen wasn't happy about it, but we'll have to see where the story progresses from there. Sakamoto Days is back and already starting strong. We get some focus on our central side characters Shin and Lu as they battle against the death row inmates sent to ruin Sakamoto's life. It's crazy how from the first 2 episodes we get back-to-back peak fights, including new abilities from each of them. Shin is basically Ultra Instinct, and Lu looks like she's about to start a new anime convention trend with the way she's sitting on this dude. If you're looking for straight up action and comedy, then Sakamoto Days doesn't hold back. This is basically a slice of life One Punch Man, where instead of wanting to be a hero, my guy just wants to run his store with his family and live a peaceful life. Tougen Anki definitely had a weird start for sure. We first got some guy with Isagi's voice getting expelled from school only to find out he's an Oni and his dad is a Momotaro? What the hell's going on? And don't tell me this form of his isn't basically Naruto's Jinchuriki form with guns. Like, is this just the freedom version? Don't forget about our second cliche adopted father's death to start off the show. Oh, and to top it off, the guy picking up Anki, has Ego's voice. Is this really just a coincidence? What's gonna happen next? Personally, the animation has its good moments and bad, but we'll have to wait and see how they do in future episodes. So that's all folks. Hopefully at least one of these caught your interest, and if they did, then feel free to leave a like, comment what else you'd like to see, and subscribe for more anime content. I upload every week, and every little bit goes a long way. Take care and peace.